Welcome to Ghost Attacks. We're here at a special venue. We've been called in as the local ghost hunters to investigate this property that has literally been left after poltergeist activity. Again, Lee Roberts. I've been joined with some of the Haunted Events UK team. We've got Michelle here, who is our medium. We've got Matt Davis here, who's part of the Haunted Events UK team as a paranormal investigator, and again Michelle Gent as our historian. Special guests here today is musician Wes Dolan, and we've also asked the lovely Jojo Shaw to come along with us just to experience and see if we can pick anything up. Again, we've got Phil Gardner just behind this camera here. Over there we've got our second cameraman, Sean Davis. We're going to be looking around the property. We're going to try and delve into what is causing this paranormal activity. And to start with, we're going to have a look round with Michelle here to see what she is picking up clairvoyantly and see if she's picking up on any spirits within the property. Okay, Michelle. So we'll start off in here then.
Okay.
Obviously, are you picking up anything at all here?
Yeah, obviously I've only just sort of opened up and sort of linked in. So as we sort of start moving through the building, I should be able to pick up a little bit more. But I am aware of an energy of a gentleman in here.
Okay.
Haven't found out every circumstance around him yet, but I am sort of picking up that he's around sort of late 50s, early 60s. Bit of a I'd say weathered and washed out looking chap. He doesn't appear to be angry, upset, but he's not entirely happy that we're here. So okay. I've tried to sort of say to him, you know, listen, we're having a look round, we're not here to disturb you.
Do we know if he's connected to this location or with
I'll find out more when we wander around. Okay. Because like I say, I've just opened up, but I want to try and build my energy now to be able to link in a bit more with him.
Okay. So if we want to move on, wherever you want to go, wherever you feel that we need to go, we'll follow. But we obviously need to go and have a good look round to start.
Yeah. Shall we sort of go on the next level? Is that alright? A bit sick now.
Right. Okay.
Because you're going to the kitchen.
As you'll see as we're going round, place has literally been left, and they've obviously left in a hurry. There was no tidying up done, you know, pots still in the sink, you know, pot bottles just abandoned, exactly. So what was going off was obviously serious enough for the tenants here just to up and leave. Anything in here, Michelle, at all?
It just feels like he's not happy about what. Obviously I can see there's a new sort of housing development behind, but it's almost like he's not happy about the land behind here.
Okay.
You know, so I don't know if obviously that was sold on. Yeah. You know, but he's telling me about the land and he's not happy. But I do feel that he would have been connected to one or more of these buildings, not just this one. So he feels like he runs at least sort of 3 buildings across. That way, this way, and that way.
Right.
He probably would have been predominantly based next door, not in here, he's telling me. So he feels like, but now he's responsible and just feels that, I don't know, maybe he feels like a landlord or somebody that's responsible for sort of all 3 of these buildings, but...
Okay. If I ask Michelle Gent then as the historian, is there anything that ties in, especially with the buildings? Obviously you'll know a little bit more about the buildings and whether they was all connected at some point.
This is a very old part of the town anyway, as you can see from the buildings. These are quite old. I don't know whether these were houses or they've always been shops. So I'm not sure. I'll have to really go into it because obviously we came in here on spec.
Spur of the moment.
Really spur of the moment, weren't I? I'm surprised you got so many people here.
Yeah.
But I don't know what was behind this area, whether it's been redeveloped on land that was already derelict or they've actually knocked something down. I mean, if they've knocked something down that this guy that Michelle's picking up on wanted to be there, you know, I mean,
I've got you a little bit more. It was apparently a big tree. Oh. This is what's upsetting him. A tree that was to the left of the back of the property was either destroyed in some sort of building of something else, but it's the tree that's more upsetting him. And the fact that people have no respect now for the buildings that he took such good care of. So that's what his problem is. There's no respect, he says.
So at this point, we've been called in for poltergeist activity, which is different to your normal sightings and shadows that are around. So for a poltergeist activity is for things moving on their own, objects moving from one place to another, and it's a little bit more benign, a little bit more of a darker presence, really.
From my experience of working with spirit as long as they have, they can still move things. They can still let people know when they're not happy. You know, and all he's doing is he's just sort of letting people know his frustration. You know, so if he moves something and he's built enough energy to do that, I say take me out off to him. You know, he's let them know that he's here. You know, and I think that's what's happening. He's letting people know that he's not happy because there's no respect. I mean, just look how they've left it. You know, whoever was here wasn't upholding his tradition,
standards,
and it's that's what he's not happy about.
Right. Shall we move through and see what's through the other room there? So this is a room that I've already identified and set up an experiment for later on. The reason why I've done that in here is when I spoke to the tenant who refused to be with us today, has identified this room as being very active. So I've set up this little experiment and a glass moving experiment, which we're going to do later on. We're not going to do it now, we'll do it later. But this is obviously a room that has been identified to us as the team as being quite active. So again, Michelle, I'll hand over back to you again. Is there anything specific for this room of why this room they're focusing on? Or?
I think temperature-wise in here, I don't know if anybody else sort of picks up. Yeah, the temperature has changed. I mean, I'm going to be aware of temperature change is sort of key for people that are not linked in spirit to pick up on. So it's hot and cold spots. But in particular, he's just having a wander around, that's all he's doing, he's keeping his eye on us. Can't blame him, can you? We're in his building. So. Yeah,
cool. Right, okay. We'll move back round.
He's following us anyway.
Going to go up. So this is the top floor we're going to go up to now, which is the highest point of the building. And as you can see from the layout of the place, this is where the tenant actually, he did all his work downstairs, he has an office downstairs, had a few members of staff down there, but this is where he actually stayed, lived when he had a lot of work to do. And we've still got the mattress there and pillows from where he left it. Everything else has just been ripped out and taken and left in a whole lot of mess, really. So this is the highest point of the building. Again, I know from the tenant that we have had a lot of activity up on this level.
Can I ask, is it to do with the water and the taps and things? And I know there's obviously toilets and bits and bobs up here, but it feels like I want to be talking about the water and situations around the water. So I don't know if you've had sort of feedback from tenant about the water.
What happened was up here was taps being turned on,
right?
Kind of on their own, toilets flushing on their own, showers being turned on. on their own.
I've had a personal experience of that in a hotel once, so I know that that is possible, that spirit can do that, so that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. So has this spirit followed us?
Yeah, oh
up
yeah,
here?
he's keeping an eye on us all.
And is there anybody else with him? Or
There's only one energy that I can pick up at the moment. Now obviously what I'm trying not to do is to let all of your grandparents, grandmothers, aunties, uncles, cats, dogs chip in, because obviously I want to focus on the building. But he's on mine at the minute, and I do feel that, you know, he's quite pleased that he's got our attention. You know, he's done now what he wanted to do, and that's to voice the fact that he's not happy about how he's been looked after.
Okay. So Jojo, you're here for the first time with us on the team. How are you feeling at this stage? What are you sensing anything, or you know, your general feelings about the place?
In that room where the table was set up for the glass tipping, I suddenly got really, in fact I've still got goosebumps now, compared to when we were stood downstairs and in the kitchen area. I was quite warm, so I can feel that temperature difference. I don't know, I feel a bit, when I came up here, I feel like my head's a bit, like, I feel a bit lightheaded. Don't know why.
And Wes, again, you're the first time here on. It's your first time on a paranormal investigation, as well as with the team. So how are you feeling at the moment?
I'm alright. I'm interested in what Michelle's saying, because that's sort of you know, gives us an idea of what's going off. I'm open-minded. I haven't seen anything, and I haven't felt anything, to be honest with you. But that doesn't mean anything, you know. I've read that certain people are sort of closed off from these things, and certain people are really sensitive to it. So maybe it's just that I'm sort of closed off, or maybe it's just getting used to the situation, you know. Like I say, I'm open-minded, so I'm looking forward to seeing where we go.
And we'll bring it back to Matt then. Obviously, you're using the thermal imager at the minute. We've had great with on past investigations.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you're on with that at the moment, and what are your thoughts at the moment on this building? Yeah.
I'm feeling a little bit weird, if I'd describe it as. I've noticed temperature changes in it and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So.
Cool.
That's about, as you can see.
Right, so
What's that?
right, just hold that there. If one of the cameras. So if, on the camera here, you'll see obviously the wall. If you get my hand on there. Again, for those that have not seen this little device before, it picks up on heat sources, so it'll be picking up on my hand there. That is quite a clear handprint, or was, and it will start fading. It's a clear handprint on the wall. We've had this on other investigations where we've had a handprint on there and around, and what we try and do, and that's why we get two angles with the cameras. It's quite easy for one of us guys to literally go up and put a hand on there and you'll get a handprint. But what we do is we get it covered with the cameras, so we know that none of the team, and we get it controlled so none of the team can do this. And it's something that I know Michelle, Jen will be very interested, as well as myself, because we've had this on a recent investigation, and it was the start of things building up. Basically, we started getting handprints, we started getting things moving, taps, bangs. So Michelle, what's your thing?
That handprint that you've just left,
Yeah.
that's fading a lot quicker than the other one did.
Yeah.
The original one was there. A lot stronger to the side of yours.
So it's a man's hand then. There's some
It's around the same size
larger
as mine.
ones,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Can you remember, Matt, when we did that at one location when I was having a look at your camera, and I put my hand out, and then directly over the top, like crossing my hand, there was another hand. It's almost like I got spirit sort of saying, hold on a minute, I want to get in on the action here.
Yeah. So it is a good sign of things to come, really. Matt, if you just have a look round, because obviously I don't want to miss anything at all. If things are starting to happen, it comes in a quick succession, which obviously Matt's already showing.
Well, another clear handprint.
Sean, if you want to come round. Again, it's something that we've had, and it's something that seems to bubble and is the start of of more things. So what I think we ought to do is take the team downstairs. We'll start on the base level, start doing some experiments and work our way up and see where we go from there. And then we'll come back up to this.
What's in that
area.
other room?
In here. You'll come through. Let's have a look at this. I don't really like this room. Just the atmosphere of it. It's not a nice atmosphere. It's a bit muggy, a bit close. If you just want to have a quick Wes,
Yeah.
you want to go with the EMF meter?
Okay.
It's on. Just have a wander around. I just want to make sure that we
Can we have it
haven't
over
missed
here?
anything.
Like,
So this will just shoot up if there's anything, yeah.
So we've got another
temperature's
hand
dropped as well.
and temperature dropping.
What does it usually go up to, Lee?
It's normally on, if we just explain to the camera, I explained it before, it's normally on between 0 and 2, so it's just about on 1 at the minute, which is kind of picking up on your regular electrical impulses around the building.
Yeah.
And then obviously if it hits any mobile phones or electric devices, it will suddenly shoot up and show you that there's electricity
Okay.
in the area. Okay.
Okay.
Matt, just one more sweep round then. I just want to make sure we haven't missed anything.
It's pretty enclosed into this place.
Yeah, it feels
So
more
this
storage.
is the room.
This is.
I don't personally like this room.
Our man, our gentleman, had a serious condition with his foot, so he would have almost dragged one foot when he walked. He wasn't able. There was like almost no feeling in one of his feet, so he sort of drags this one.
Okay.
You're getting a bit of a warm spot here, it looks on it. It's not so much on a handprint as we've had before, but
Again, what you've got to have a look for is if there's a warm pipe there, you would see it running up. It could be just, it could be anything on the other side of there, but to actually get a handprint,
And then it's pretty obvious it's not a pipe. Then,
It's obviously is not a pipe. So what we'll do is we'll take it back downstairs. We'll refocus. We'll get some experiments running, and we'll see if we can build the energy and see if we can find out who this spirit is that's following us.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to do some research into previous tenants and stuff like that.
What kind of era?
He's not that long, yeah. To be honest, it doesn't feel like he's been gone that long. Yeah. I only ever say he's been gone maximum.
Okay, so what I'm going to do with the team here then is just some basic calling out. If there is a spirit here and they do want to be known and they do want to get a point across, if we start talking to them, we may get some knocks, taps, bangs. We may get some response from that, and it can build up nicely for when we go upstairs and start using the glass and other bits of equipment to get a better reaction and to get some answers from a spirit to find out what's happening.
Yeah.
yeah, it's dropping.
There was a funny smell as I came down the stairs as well that I didn't notice earlier. Anyone else smell
smelled feet.
I don't know what it was. Almost a bit like cat food or dog food or something. It wasn't there
As
earlier.
I was,
It's a bit cooler down here though now.
as I was going up the stair, up the top stairs, I got just a sort of, it was awful, a waft of feet,
Right.
sort of, but a really rotten
Yeah.
smell, that's like
That's what can't, it wasn't a pleasant smell, whatever it was.
kind of like, well, I suppose foot rot.
Yeah. Could he have had like a club foot?
It was, yeah, it didn't feel like it damaged his foot. It felt like it was maybe a gangrous type thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if that would smell. I'm not medical. Would that smell?
I think it would,
Would
yeah.
it?
It smelled
Yeah.
rotten.
Yeah, really bad. It was rotten flesh, isn't it? Never smelled it.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is rotten
Yeah.
flesh.
Yeah.
Poor soul. That's all I can think. He obviously,
Yeah.
you know, a typical man, not probably doing anything about it, and he went too far.
Diabetes.
Yeah.
People with diabetes get
So you have to be really careful with the food.
I don't think it was diabetes though. It was something that caused it.
Ingrowing toenail.
So
Gout.
it was something that.
Is someone in that room? Wow. Fucking hell. Is someone in?
Okay. Right.
Jesus, are you getting that?
What happened?
Did this just move?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely
I
did.
thought there was someone in
Surely
there.
that's
You sure
on
no
camera.
one's in there just moving
It's only a
now?
little tiny office.
I thought someone had gone in and was about to sit down.
Actually rising on the chair, the temperature's actually gone up by 2 degrees on the chair. Than what it is on the rest of the room.
Oh God, I can't believe
I didn't actually see that.
I didn't see it. Did it move?
Did it
I
actually
saw
move?
that.
Did you
Did
see
it?
it,
I saw
Michelle?
it move, yeah. After you'd said that it had moved, I heard it.
I
and
heard
then
it
sort of ran
first of
up,
all,
so
and then I thought somebody was moving it to sit down that was watching us.
Or did it just move a little bit that now?
Yeah.
Quite a lot.
Was it?
It kind of moved, and I thought, oh, someone's about to sit
Well,
down.
What we'll do is then, we'll put the chair back. Let's get back in here. Obviously I want to focus to see if we can get anything happening again. Okay, so if there is a spirit here, if you want to see if you can move something else for us. See if you can knock, tap or bang on anything. I didn't see it.
I heard something.
I heard it. And I saw it out the corner of my eye. You do that again for us. We'll see if you can move something else for us.
So you still not watching.
Yeah, I just saw it out the corner of my eye.
That's what you come here for.
It's when a lot of paranormal activity is when you're not focused on it. When you girls were chit-chatting about what could have caused the problem with this guy's foot, then obviously things start to happen. But then as soon as you start calling out and wanting things to happen, it doesn't. You know, it's as if the spirit's saying, I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm going to do it when you least expect it. So, wow. No, I did see that. That was cool.
Jojo. Shit.
Always in the limelight.
Hey up.
What's that?
That's that.
Look at that.
Yeah. The EMF was now.
Oh, I've got really cold.
That was kind of around this area, but it's gone now.
It, to me, that seemed like something just
Shot.
shot past
Yeah.
it. Yeah. I mean, and obviously this is during the daytime,
Yeah.
and I would. The last one that I came on, it all happened during the night time. So
Yeah.
I think your senses are more sort of readily awake when it's dark.
yeah.
I mean, for me, it doesn't make no difference.
makes
I can walk around in day or night, or they're about anyway.
Yeah.
But I think for some people, your senses just awaken you know, and it sort of breaks down that barrier. And obviously there's a little bit more, it's a bit more tense, isn't it, when it's dark? But
They don't just come out at night.
no, they're out all the time.
No.
Their world is parallel to our world, so you know, why would they only choose to come out when it's dark?
Put the chair back again, Liz.
Okay. That's it about there. That's it.
I think, well, I don't know how it works, I really don't, but like maybe just sitting down on the chair or something like that and just moved it just some kind of...
It was a
Energy
clear
that way.
move. Well, I've only seen it once. I heard it. Clear move across. So even if someone was going to sit on it,
For spirit to be able
wouldn't
to
go across.
build enough energy to move it is amazing. You know, it takes a lot of their energy to make something move. You know, and I think take me out off to them. You know, they're letting us know they're here. For someone like me that can just communicate with them anyway.
Is there more than one here?
There's only one. There's only one at the minute. There was a little girl that popped in while she was upstairs, but she didn't stay. She just sort of passed through.
That though in itself
Yeah.
is a really good bit of evidence, and if we actually got that on camera,
Can we ask you to do it again?
yeah, we can ask you to get it on camera and do it again. If there is a spirit here, obviously we come with respect. We don't mean you no harm. Can you see if you can do that again for us? Can you see if you can move the chair? See if you can move the chair again for us.
Probably won't do it when we're asking.
Oh, there you go.
You did?
There you go. Right. Just to kind of cover all boundaries. I know Phil's covering this area. Sean, just so you can see, there's actually nobody in this room. There's nobody around you yet. You know, I didn't want anybody from thinking there was someone behind the door. But that was a clear movement, an absolute cracking bit of evidence. Right. Well, I'm speechless. When we get something like that, it's quite exciting to get an actual object moving in front of your eyes, as well as catching it on camera. You know, there's nothing that can explain it really.
No.
I think what we're going to do is then we'll move away from the chair. As much as I'd like to keep getting that moving even more, but what we'll do is we'll move up into the place where it's supposed to be the most active room in the property, which is that front room where we had the table and the glass set up. Yeah, there's a couple of footsteps. I don't know if you'll catch it on camera. There's a couple of footsteps from upstairs and a couple of bangs. Right, so we'll move up. We'll go up. Thank you very much, Spirit. We're going to go in that room where the table and the...
Oh right, okay.
That smell's gone now.
Okay, is everybody here? So again, we're going to try and contact this spirit, and what we're going to do is use the glass and the table to get the glass moving and see if we can make any contact with them at all. What I'd like is a couple of angles, just so we can get evidence-wise. So Phil, if you stay with us, Sean, if you want to come over almost next to Michelle, because what we want is, for evidence-wise, if we get this glass moving, I want a couple of angles on this, so
Are you doing this?
we can see that
I can do it.
there's no foul play on it at all.
Do you want to do it, Matt? I don't want to do it.
If you don't want to do it,
No.
I'll trade you.
Thank you.
So-
with your glass work.
Again, Jojo, if you want to move round to this area, okay. Yeah. What we want is fingers on it very lightly, kind of at the edge of the glass. If you put it on the in the middle, you've got a rim on the glass.
Yeah,
It's quite easy for you to catch that. And what we want is on the end of that.
That was
That's
me.
it.
That was me, sorry.
So what we want is to try and get this glass to obviously move in any direction at all. Wes, do you want to come on or?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just didn't want to encroach anybody's space.
No. So if there's a spirit here, if I'm calling for the spirit that moved the chair downstairs, can you come and move this glass for us? Can you come and make contact with us? Thank you very much. The cameras are probably picking it up now. The glass is almost instantly starting to move. Can you see if you can move this in a big circle for us? Move the glass in a circle for us.
He's gonna have you lot on, apparently.
Oh.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Does that
If
mean-
you don't be surprised if you get opposite answers.
I've just did the
Who knows what?
a child scream or something just down there. Yeah.
This was a nursery.
This was a no.
It was used as a nursery. It's been used as a nursery a few times to give us history. It's about the only thing I know about it.
Okay, use our energies, move this glass for us.
Oh my god.
Okay then.
What was that?
You didn't knock it off? Or?
No, I was still here. Just had a look out. I turned around and boom, come flying at me.
Put that phone back.
What was that?
So that-
Was it
that-
the phone that fell
That's
off
the
then,
kind
or
of
what?
activity that has been reported, but on a bigger scale than that. Things being flown off, things flying around the room.
Where was it?
that?
Was it just on the side?
Yeah. And it just went.
The
Something.
reports, the reports from this room that the activity that's been recorded are actually things flying about in the room, not just
Flying
being
about?
moved.
What?
I didn't want to tell the team before we got here because it was quite serious, literally flying around. That's why we put it down to poltergeist activity rather than a ghostly spirit. There was literally things flying around. So,
You didn't tell me that. Oh.
just like that.
What was
What
that?
What was that?
Where's the thermal?
I'm just having a look then, I didn't see anything.
Nice your culprit.
That's quite warm actually.
What is it?
Like a marker pen.
If you just look on the camera and show, see that's quite warm now, and for a spirit to move something like that, it's going to have to use a lot of energy, and that pen wouldn't have any heat source on it at all unless there was any energy that's caused that to move, and that is quite warm, especially towards the end of it.
Wow.
Okay,
Where did that come from?
Pencil?
pencils just come from
Just dropped out of the sky.
the roof.
That just like fell from
Just
the
fell
light
straight
then. Did
from
you
the
see that?
light.
It nearly got me.
Okay, so I only saw kind of the.
I heard it.
I heard it, and there was a
heard,
pencil
like,
on the
a bang.
table.
I didn't
So can
see
we just
that.
confirm who saw that drop?
I
saw
saw
it.
that.
I saw it drop. I didn't
Where
see
did it
it
drop
drop.
It dropped from the light.
I heard a bang,
No idea.
and then I just saw the pencil.
It dropped from the light. I thought it was going straight onto Jojo's head.
But the
Yeah.
thing is,
I saw it and heard it, but then
Where did
like
it come from?
I don't know.
We've not disrespected him,
I was
so
going
I
to say,
don't think we've
this
upset
seems
him.
quite playful, really.
Yeah,
I mean, for
you
pencils
know.
and pens, it could be glasses and plates, couldn't
Yeah.
it? You know what I
Like it
mean?
was last
So,
time.
Could be these
It's
scissors
more-
up here, I'm going to push them back
it's
and
more-
shelf a bit more.
exactly, yeah.
Move.
Yeah.
Seems more playful than, like, get out of
He
here.
could have thrown them at us
Upset.
as well. It's not actually throwing at us, is it? Yet.
No, it's not.
Oh, I don't know.
The table was getting quite warm. If you look on the edge of the table, now
Yeah.
no one's been leaning on this table
No, I
for quite a while because you would get hampering. But this table around the edges is getting. Whoa.
I see
Now,
that
if
one.
you look at this, if you get this on camera,
What was it?
there's a pen on the
Oh.
floor, which I'd have gone for straight away.
Yeah.
Then there's a a bit of cotton on a reel. Look how warm that is.
I saw it come past
Put
me.
your hand in front of that, lads. Just show you, see.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you look at the pen, there's nothing there. But that is red hot.
I saw it come past me.
That's a lot of energy.
But the thing is, that's not meant to harm that,
That's
is it?
3 things
No.
now, and whatever fell off there.
So what we do is, and what I was trying to get at, is the table's getting quite warm, and it still is over towards Michelle. The table's kind of warming up. So what I'm going to do is
And
move the
hot
glass,
stuff, that's
move the
right.
objects, move the objects, and do a bit of table tipping, see if we can get the table going. And
I'll
those,
join in on
those
that
that
one,
have
though.
seen before, it's kind of a step up from your glass moving. We'll try and get a whole table to go.
To do what? What's it supposed to do?
To move the table. Literally move. We'll
Really?
try and get the energies going.
We've had some
to get the
fab
table
experience,
going.
Sergio. Have you never done it?
Your table as well.
Oh,
I've
you do
seen it.
touch your
I've
hands
seen
on
it
top,
telly,
yeah.
but- Right,
Okay.
okay.
You having a go?
I'm not sure what to do. Right.
Don't look at my hands. 'cause
All you
mine
do
are really
is
full of-
put your hands gently on top, and all we do is call out for the spirits just to see if they can move anything.
Are they going to move such a heavy thing?
Yeah.
Really?
Ooh.
Thank you very much.
Hold on now, let me just have a word.
Yeah, again, it is really, really hot. I'm going to leave it exactly where it is. Okay, if there is a spirit here, channel those energies then. Channel those energies on moving this table. Let's get this table moved. If you've got all the energy, you start moving things around. Let's get this table
Can you
lifted.
feel it vibrating?
I was just about to say, can anybody else feel it vibrating?
Move the table for us. Use these energies. Move the table for us. See if you can knock on it. Tap or bang.
Gently.
That's quiet.
Oh, careful.
Can you do that again for us? Move the table for us.
Good joke,
Okay, Matt, if you put a little bit of pressure on and see if you can move this table down. You put a very, very slight bit of pressure on.
Should I take my hands off?
Take your hands up. Just keep the energy on. Keep the energy on it.
I'm pushing quite.
That was like when you lifted them, Michelle. It wasn't. It just like dropped.
Yeah.
So obviously you couldn't be lifting it because your hands was up
No.
here.
I went lifted it.
Can't lift
Keep
it from
going.
that position. Unless you've got
Let's keep this
something.
going now. Let's keep the energies up. Keep the focus on it. Let's see if you can do something else for us then. With all this energy in you, if you can throw things and move a table, lift a table, what else can you do?
Can you hear it creaking?
You can hear it creaking,
Yeah.
can't you?
Can you do it the other way?
Moves
Yeah.
across, isn't it?
No, it's moving slightly.
It gives you backache, don't it? Sometimes?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
creaking.
Come on, keep this energy up. Focus on this table. See what you can do.
That was at Wes.
Where did that get you?
Just on my arm there.
Oh, door shut.
I don't think he's very happy.
Right. Oh.
You're not dissed him, have you, Wes?
No, not at all.
Is it the same guy?
We called his feet smelly feet.
Yeah.
Why
What,
is
he
he
tried
throwing
to
things at you?
Oh the hell.
Well, what was that?
I don't know, it hit me in there. Rubber.
An eraser. I think that's cool.
Yeah. To erase me off this thing.
Okay, we're starting to get a little bit violent now.
It's aiming at me.
Staying in there.
Is there a temperature on it?
Yeah, they're all very, very warm. They're all very warm indeed. Even the one that was thrown to start with, that is still red hot. We've not even touched it, we've left it exactly where it is.
Don't stop at the cameraman now.
Sweet. Again, you can clearly see how warm that is.
Are you picking up on this, Michelle? Is he asking you to leave?
To be honest, I think he's having a good time.
A good time?
Yeah.
So it's just-
It's almost like he just thinks, well, you're here, I may as well let you know I'm here.
And another one.
They like coming from every direction, aren't
Yeah.
they? We're not even stood near and they're like flying.
Dog.
I've only got.
What's the table one?
I can see
I've
that.
only got my hands on it. Did you just?
I felt that went into
Does everyone
my
have
leg.
their hands on the table?
I have my fingers touching.
No, I was
Pocket.
leaving it
I just
like
had my
that.
hands on it and it went
So
up
it's
in
still
that
got the
corner.
energy then, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. So let's get back on the table again then.
Do we have to?
Get on the table.
Well, to be honest, if that's what he's wanting us to do, if it's moving the table without us even touching it, then, you know, that's a sign of, let's go. Okay, focus all your energy
You're alright,
then.
Jonah. It's alright, don't worry.
Focus this energy then. If you're throwing things around, focus this energy. Focus on the table. Focus on the table. Focus on the table for us.
What doors just use?
Keep it going.
Wow, you
Keep it going.
did really, really well. You really did well, Did you hear that scratch?
That was me, that was
Can you move it the other direction? You're speaking to my feet. Oh!
Right, okay, keep touching my legs.
Then,
Something else.
please don't go
No,
too
Joe, don't release it. Yeah. Go.
I've literally put fingers into it.
well.
Whoa.
Is that all four?
That was what?
Four, 'cause I did.
Was it Phil?
Is it all four?
It's only moving up.
It felt like it was all high up.
It's still there.
Something hit me. You alright, Lou?
Screw all over the place.
Pinning me in.
Was that something else, sorry?
Yeah, it hit my hand.
Grab the table, let's put it back in the
Right,
centre.
come on then, buddy.
Because while we've got this activity going, I'm reluctant to leave it. I just want to really clearly get this. This is not really been seen before. Lifting, floating.
It's all I'm saying, yeah?
Let's have something special then. That's what we're here for. Going. Well, is that all you can do? I'm not impressed.
Right, Lee, I think we should.
I think that's
not ask for anything special. So, yeah. Thank you.
Very much.
I think you're doing good.
Yes,
Good job, I caught it.
I just thought any minute now we're going to have a bit of trouble if we're not careful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to get a reaction from everyone while we're here. We've just seen this because as a paranormal investigator, that's not something you take for granted. That's not something you take lightly. It's something very, very special. I've seen tables move. I've seen tables lift like that before, but not over and over and over again just by asking. So, Wes, I know this is your first time. What's your thoughts on that?
I really don't know what to say. I've always been interested in paranormal and that kind of stuff. This is the first time I've ever experienced anything that's actually happened before my eyes. So yeah, it's pretty surprising.
So,
pretty
someone
shocking,
coming from
really.
the outside, you've not done this before. How would you explain that?
There is no way to explain it. There's no way to explain it normally. I really don't know. You know, like I was saying, we're all just stood here. You know, I was looking underneath the table when it was going off, thinking, how can that be happening, sort of thing. I really don't.
Were those two thrown together then?
It looks like they're stuck
They look
together
like they're
for
stuck
some reason.
together. It's tied off.
Well, it's right round.
Okay.
It wasn't, because that
Okay.
was...
No, they were-
I really don't know. I mean, I don't know if there's a lot of these about the same ones or what's going off. Right? But,
Jojo,
Yeah.
again, it's one of your first experiences.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on what's going on?
I don't know what to think, to be honest. I was quite sceptical until I came today, and I thought, you know, probably people put stuff on. But seeing that today, I don't know what to make of that. I don't like it. I'm gonna go home.
Okay. Michelle, I know you've seen things like this before from past investigations.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it was last time though. Last time it was really, it was terrifying because I don't know if it's because it was dark outside obviously, but it just seemed more malicious. This just seems like, you know, pranks.
Seemed pretty scary to me, Michelle.
Yeah, I'm sure it did, but you would have been terrified last time because it was
Really?
it was horrible last time. It was really malicious. The glass just shot straight off the table and smashed.
Really?
Yeah, that was nasty. And as a historian, it's not one of those everyday things.
Matt, you've been around with me doing investigations, and we've done quite a lot of these experiments. Things are still being thrown as we're speaking. We've done quite a lot of these investigations and these experiments. Just to get your point of view from an expert, a paranormal investigator, what's your views on the table literally lifting off and having a clear run through all four legs?
I actually did it earlier on when the table was up. I put my foot underneath the legs, you know what I mean? So I just didn't believe it.
Yeah.
I've
Is that when
witnessed
you got your
tables.
foot caught?
No, it was after when I got my foot caught. I've
right.
witnessed tables move slightly, only inches. And we've had slight vibrations, but never ever to that degree have I ever seen a table move. In my personal experience. So it was something special, definitely.
Oh,
Yeah.
Paperclip.
red hot.
But we're in an
Red
office,
hot.
so
Yeah.
it is.
yeah, it's a bit unfair, really. Throwing things because it can see us, but we can't see it's thrown back, can we?
Yeah, well,
You know what I mean?
Again, I just want to reiterate that these kind of experiments are done on a regular basis by paranormal investigation teams. It's very, very rare you get a case where the table lifts with all four legs completely off. Not just once, but several times, and things being thrown all over the place. Even as we're speaking now, things are still being thrown.
Getting heavier and always so.
Yeah. So
You screw that and you say, oh, it was a screw.
what I'm going to do now is get the team together and move on again. We're going to go up to the area where the guy used to sleep and move through to the attic area, which I didn't really like. the atmosphere of the place. So we'll go there now, and then if we need to come back and take another look at this, which I want to come and have another look at this, we will do. So for now, we'll go out and go up the stairs onto the top floor, and we'll see if we can get any reaction up there. If there is any spirit here, if they can follow us, please, and because we want to obviously cover the whole building. All right. So we'll take the team upstairs. Is everybody okay? We'll go upstairs then.
Do you know what, Lee? I don't think I'm gonna go.
Right.
I just think that we've had too much activity in here now, and it just don't feel right for me to go up there.
Okay.
You know, please continue, but just be careful. And if it doesn't feel right, come back down.
Right.
Yeah? I'll stay down here.
Right. Okay. We'll carry on.
Cheers, right, that's alright.
Sometimes you get that with a few mediums that I've worked with in the past, when they get a feeling of an area that they don't want to go in, will just sit it out. Obviously they've seen a lot more than what we see. Matt, do you want to take charge of that?
Yeah.
It is.
I thought heat was meant to rise, isn't it? Well, it's not. It gets colder as you go up the building.
I don't remember the polystyrene being here last time.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Well, we're all on camera anyway, if it's been here or not. So, what we want is... straight away we've got a hamper.
It's clear as day, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think that's the best one up here, isn't it? That one?
Yeah. And it's the same area as well.
Yeah.
That we had before. Okay, so if there is a spirit here, if there's a spirit here that wants to communicate with us, if they've followed us from downstairs, if they want to start throwing things and moving tables, let's see what you can do up here then. So you can make a knock, tap or bang on something. Give us a clear sign.
What's happened?
Something's just pushed me. But not only they slapping me and pushing me about, and I think I'm coming down there with you.
Oh God,
Is it?
Gary.
Jesus Christ.
Go safer down there. That's it.
Did you trip?
over that?
Did you trip over
No, I
that?
was just stood there with
We were
this.
stood literally a foot away from here.
Cause I felt a push there. What does it say on your camera? On me?
On you? That's where I had it. I had the camera on you, and then all of a sudden, I'm down there.
I've just heard something come from in there. Did you
Just
hear
have a
that?
look, I didn't see anything in there, honestly. I mean, it is dark, but...
What was that?
Right outside of you, Lee. I'm print.
Really?
Yeah.
Isn't that the one found when we came in?
It's a very similar
Is it
area,
moved?
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that you?
No.
That's the first time I physically...
I don't think I'll do it again,
No.
This is the first time
Is that
I've
really
get
bad?
physical, isn't it?
What's that?
This is the first time I've literally witnessed people being pushed like that. I've seen it on the telly.
It's not... No, it wasn't me, mate.
Told you there's something behind there. That's what I heard
Well,
earlier.
surely I've just been in there. I can... No, it's pushed me around. Surely if it was in there, it would have dragged me in there or something. If it was that way inclined.
Perhaps it likes you.
Cameron's beating himself up.
I don't
Okay.
think it likes because we've took that off. I don't think it likes
Is
that.
everybody comfortable up here?
No.
Because
No.
Well, I haven't been
well,
pushed, so...
what I'm saying is, I want to get to the bottom of it, and for me to get to the bottom of it, I'm going to ask out for it to do other things. Okay, so if you're not comfortable, then you can always leave now and go down with Michelle, because I'm going to start asking out for it to do other things. Okay, but that's just kind of a warning to you all. If you're not comfortable, then now's the time to go downstairs.
I stuck it out last time. I'll stick it out again.
Okay.
I don't want to miss anything.
See, that's the beauty of paranormal investigation. No one wants to miss anything. Okay. What we're going to do now is some calling out to try and not antagonise the spirits here, but to get a reaction of and find out what is causing this activity, and for things to be thrown about and tables to levitate on their own. So guys, what we're going to do is just basic calling out to see what we can get happening. Okay.
I heard something.
If there is anybody here, if there's any spirit here, please give us a clear sign. Give us a sign that you're around. Give us a knock, tap, bang. All. Give us a clear sign. Give us some really activity for that. Okay, is that or is that?
Keep on hearing from
That's
over
just-
that.
I think I moved.
That's just
Because-
Focus on that.
Could be mine.
If there is any here, if there's any here, if you don't. Okay, keep that going then. If here, sign, knock, bang on some.
Oh, I want to get out of here.
What's that?
Okay. Right. Right. We're just going to give it one last and then we're going. And it is giving us a sign
Really cold.
that some
Oh, it feels
holy sh. Let's go. There's a figure there. Go.
Kind of.
It was just a stood there. It was a figure.
I did say to you, didn't I? Yeah.
The chair's gone over as well. Just explain what's just happened up there and why I rush you guys across, and I didn't even get a chance to take a picture of it. When I looked down the corridor after the polystyrene flying across the room, on the wall in front of me was a clear figure of a male, of a man,
What?
just stood there.
Really?
It was just, you literally couldn't see him when you looked with your naked eye, but on here you could clearly see the figure of the man. I couldn't explain. It just literally took me by surprise.
Is it the same guy that you picked up, Michelle?
I did say. Yeah. They didn't want you up there, did they? You know, he was joking at first, and then his energy was building. So I'd sort of say that he's unhappy now and wants us to move out. I don't think he'd have a problem with somebody coming and living here, but for anybody coming and doing and conducting experiments, he's got himself known now. His presence has been known. We know a little bit about him, and Michelle, if you'd love to do that research, I'd be keen to find out. But I'd say it's time to go now, guys.
The thing I want to know is then, why did he drive out the last lot? the last people that were here?
Because it was a business and he wants this to be back as residential.
Really?
Okay. We're not going to hang about. We are going to pack our stuff and go. There are unanswered questions. Maybe we will come back at some point as a team if I can talk the guys into it. But we are going to wrap up there and get our stuff and go. So again, another brilliant, successful investigation, if not bizarre again. But that's it for now. Let's get our stuff and go.
Playing tricks again now. I'm the swamp over there.
But